Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic video for you guys today. Sincerely hope that everybody's blessed and having a good one. Like I said, I'm not going to take too much time in this particular video, so I definitely want to rip this one off like a band-aid and get it out the way. But if this is your first time watching the Dr. Mike TV video, subscribe and notify. Make sure you check out the ebooks, everything linked in the description area below. The new Teespring shirts, make sure you check those out. Those are pretty awesome. And one of those particular t-shirts is the inspiration behind today's particular video. I just recently came from doing a transaction from Western Union here at my local Food Lion, for any of you guys who know what a Food Lion is. And I wanted to make a video about how to move money before and during your time spent in the Philippines. I repeat, this particular video is going to be about how do you move money before you get to the Philippines or during your particular trip while you're in the Philippines, all right? So first things first, I do want to make this very abundantly clear. The video that inspired me to do this particular one was one created by a YouTuber by the name of Do More Life. And he had a friend on his particular channel when he did this one, and he was interviewing him, and everything that he was saying seemed to be more Thailand specific because he's in Thailand at this moment. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is not necessarily Philippines specific, but what I use personally, just me alone, when I'm in the Philippines and how I move money before I come here, if I'm going to move money, or during my time while I am here. Now, first things first, like he said in the video, if you guys ever saw it, there is no better way to move money than what you bring with you. I'm not gonna lie, bring with you as much as you can. Of course, traveling through the airport, you can carry 9,999 US dollars before you have to claim it, because once you get to 10,000, you have to claim it. And I think they may tax you in some places not. Sometimes they just want you to claim the money. They just want to know that you're bringing it in and why you're bringing it for them. So there is no better way to move money than to actually bring with you what you want to spend in the Philippines, okay? Now, if you plan on doing an extended stay and you're the type of person that, you know, you have money coming into your U.S. bank account, of course, first things first, let your U.S. bank know that you're going to the Philippines so that you do not get your card locked should you choose to use the ATM, okay? Should you choose to use the ATM 9 times out of 10, they do charge you probably about a $5 to a $10 fee in the Philippines. But if you have like Chase Bank and like certain banks, they kind of refund you the money that is spent on your transaction fees, you know, when using international ATMs. One side note that I do need to say, because a lot of people may not take this into consideration, but this is something that I always do. Should there ever be a reason why I need to use a ATM machine, I always, it does not matter where I am in the world, always use an ATM that is connected to a bank. You understand that they do have a lot of freestanding ATM machines inside the malls and places like this, that, and the other, but I find it safe to use ATMs that are connected to banks right outside the bank. That particular bank's ATM is what I use, simply because heaven forbid the machine locks up, heaven forbid something happens. Oh shit, how you gonna get your car back, right? Especially if it's just a kiosk inside of a mall, you know, an ATM kiosk inside of the mall. And also make sure you do ATM transactions during the business hours for the bank. Should that card get locked in, you can have somebody take care of that for you. Don't do ATM transactions while you're in the middle of the night, you know, just because you need some pay money, some play money, you know, some pay for play money. No. Just wait till the next morning, or make sure you have that money out before you partake in said activities, all right? Now, that's if you're going to use the ATM machine. Now, the way that I like to move money in the Philippines while I'm here, two ways. These are the 2 ways that I use. Number 1, I use Western Union. Like I said, I just came from a Western Union. I have the Western Union application on my phone. Now, that Western Union application is connected to a debit card, my US debit card. So if I want to send money to myself, I use the application, the Western Union app, to send money to myself. Funny thing is, me and my father have the exact same name. So FYI, I am a junior. So because me and my father have the exact same name, it looks no different than me than my father sending me money, even though I'm the one sending money to myself. Even though that's neither here nor there, that is just a little tidbit of information that I like to share with people. Western Union app definitely works. I have tried one time in my whole entire life. I have tried to send money directly to my bank. It was unsuccessful. So I will not do that again. But I mean, because I do have a bank account in the Philippines, I'm sorry I didn't mention that. But I do send money to myself for quick pickups, you know, no different than I'm sending money to, you know, somebody else and they need money for a quick pickup. Bam, I can pick it up. Easy peasy. All right. And the second thing that I like to use is PayPal. Now, the way that I use PayPal is probably a little bit different than the way other people may use PayPal. I have two PayPal accounts. I have one connected to my US bank account. I have one connected to my peso bank account. If you don't have a bank account, this may not be beneficial to you guys, but there have been people that have told me that you can transfer money through your bank in the United States and put it in the bank in the Philippines or wherever you are through PayPal. Personally, for me, that's what I do. I send money from my US bank account to my PayPal bank account in the Philippines, and then from there I withdraw it into my actual account. Now, if your transaction fee is less than like 7,000 pesos or something for my particular bank account, they charge 50 pesos for the transaction fee. Now, when I send money from, I don't know if this is the same for everybody, you guys can correct me if I am wrong for you, but for me, I don't care. It doesn't matter what amount of money that I send from my US bank account going to the Philippine PayPal bank account or Philippine PayPal that I have set up. But the price is always like $4.99. It's like $5 every single time. I can send 500. I can send 1,000. Well, maybe if I send 1,000, it may be more, but definitely 500. I've sent like 5, maybe 600 at a time before, and the price was always like, you know, $4.99, $5.99, something like that. So that seems to be a very reasonable price for the money that you're going to get, and there is no transaction fee once you withdraw it into your ATM in the Philippines. Now, again, this goes for people who actually have Philippine bank accounts. There are a lot of people who do not, and for good reason. If you have an American bank account, just keep it. It's safer that way. You know, your money's in a safe space, I assume. However you want to do it, just move money, you know, in and around, things like that. Again, you can send up to about 5,000 US dollars. Nobody bats, I mean, 4,999 US dollars per transaction. Nobody really bats an eye. But once you try to send 5,000 through a wire transfer of that particular instance, then things start to get shifty. I do not recommend bringing checks at all. Checks are horrible. They have a clearing time of about a month, 30 days or so, especially in the Philippines. Absolutely sucks. And I don't know what kind of fees you're going to have to incur when doing that. I've never tried it. I never encourage it. Traveler's checks, no. Money orders, nah. Don't do it, because sometimes they won't take your shit. Now, if you do a wire transfer from a bank to bank, again, clearing time still 30 days. Like I said, you never know what you're going to lose, but it does go through. I don't know how long it takes to go through, but eventually, maybe, just maybe, it'll go through for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been my time. Just wanted to give you this quick video. I hope that I've touched on things that you guys find interesting, and I'm pretty sure there are a multitude of different ways to get money into the Philippines from your home country. Again, I'm just talking about the couple that I use personally. Like I said, bring whatever you can with you, the maximum amount that you can actually bring, plus if you can. PayPal and Western Union apps definitely work to your benefit as well, and the transfer fees, whatever transactional fees, are relatively low. I've never incurred a transaction fee over like $10, and I'm saying that because that's about the highest you could probably be cautioned to get as far as the transaction fee that I've dealt with, what little money that I've sent before. And again, you send that once every month, every couple of weeks or so. Maybe guys spend more than I do. He'll be like, oh, Mike, I can't do no $500. I can't do no $600. I need at least 1,000. I need about 2,000. Then your transaction fee may go a little higher. But I doubt it will go that much higher. All right. Spend my time. It has been fun. It has been real. I think that I touched on everything that I want to, but anything you guys have to add to this video, by all means, make sure you leave it in the comment section below. My hand is starting to get a little tired. That's why you see me shifting the camera a little bit more. But I want you guys to understand that there are ways to get money in the Philippines for the cheap. It doesn't always have to cost an arm and a leg to get your money. But then again, you just have to make sure you do your due diligence and do your research. I'm just telling you about the couple of things that I have found to be beneficial. You know, there are a whole bunch of other ways to do this, I am sure. If you guys are comfortable sending money to a girlfriend or a friend, yeah, you that's on you, man. I'll let you do that. But if you want to send money to yourself, because you trust yourself more than you trust other people, those are just a couple of things that I have found to be beneficial, okay? With that being said, the good doc is officially out. At least Nicole, which means we're going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita, mabuhay. Peace.